Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness. Welcome all of you spiritual sojourners to my channel. If you are new here, I welcome you enthusiastically. I'm so happy you stopped by. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're returning, I certainly appreciate your support. All right, it's Twin Flame Tuesday. Who's in the mood for a little twin flame reading? We got some big energies in February. If you checked out my reading yesterday, I did not do a weekly forecast. I know some of you missed that. It was just kind of crazy. Many of you know I've had some major life changes and I'm still kind of adjusting. Things are going to settle here very soon. That's a little too much. I'm going to put those back in. We're going to reshuffle. That's 3, and that's way too much talking to start out that reading. All right. So the energies, we have Mars coming into Aquarius. We have Venus coming into Aquarius. And at the same time that's at like 0 degrees. And then at the same time as the Chiron conjunct the true north node, Venus and Mars are conjunct at the same time. So Venus being the divine feminine, Mars being the divine masculine, and they are coming together in Aquarius. So, yeah. Let's see. I think that is around the 12th. And they are conjunct at 5 degrees. And this is that great reset. So this could be divine masculine within you, but it could also be your twin flame energy coming together for a union. It might be brief. Remember that unions are activations. And so it may be brief, but it's almost like, okay, there's been, and this is what I'm just feeling in the energy as I'm just being open and receptive to the energy for this reading. It feels like the twin flames, this particular group of twin flames that I'm pulling the energy on, they have been in kind of each went their own separate ways and was focusing on their own lives. And it was just like, I want to put the twin flame energy kind of in a box right now. And I just want to explore my energy. No kidding. I don't know if you saw that. Sacred union. I'm not even going to read. That was just what I was talking about. All right, let's go to the Lover's Oracle. Nope, they want me to pull from the Twin Flame Ascension. So this is going to talk about either life lessons, their ascension path, your ascension path, alignment of the twins, relationships that they're in, and the activations they may be experiencing right now. So let's see what comes through for the Divine Masculine. Unbelievable. There's that Mars energy. It's a 7. It's a king card. It is the divine masculine. That is like the emperor where all 4 kings are. And that 4 is stability. So when you have all 4 kings together, it is stable. This is interesting. For the connection, I have surrender, dark night of the soul. That could be one or both. And for the divine feminine or Merkaba activation, ground, shield, and protect. So I feel like, okay, I'm just going to, whatever my guides are telling me, whether you agree with it or not, it feels like this is definitely twins coming together in this Mars-Venus energy. And the conjunct, while it's happening at the same time Chiron is conjunct the true north node, that's phenomenal. Of course, Chiron being the wounded healer, this is the activation here, the surrender. dark night of the soul. It's kind of like they're coming together and the dam bursts wide open. That's the image they're showing me. It's like this is two magnets being drawn to each other. You know, circumstances be damned. Fate is going to take over here. It feels like the divine masculine has stepped into his energy. Divine feminine is working on her spiritual growth and abundance. But there is something here about just surrendering to the journey, surrendering to what is. All right, this is the Lover's Oracle. Too many. I'm not going to take them all. I'll take that one. Don't make decisions based upon guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So that's the surrender part. Is, you know, don't necessarily get into the trying to think about it and process it. And this is like a really hard deck to shuffle today. What I'm being shown is just go with the feeling. Just go with whatever is drawing you, whatever you feel compelled. And I hate to give this advice, but I'm feeling like this is not the time to think. This is the time to just be. And to be in that energy, to surrender to the energy, because it's going to activate you at such a deep level. And that's necessary for your ascension. I just feel this absolute, they just keep showing me over and over as I kind of surrender to what the message that they're trying to convey is that I see just two people being drawn together like magnets, like, you know, across time, space, the universe. The power is so magnificent. It's almost like they're not even doing anything. It's just they're at the they have surrendered to the will of the divine. That is exactly what they're showing me. All right. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Okay, so guilt and resentment. Those are not the energies that you need to be in during this time. And don't expect them to be in it also. So don't expect them to be in the energy of guilt. Don't expect the divine masculine to, you know, have to kind of parade his guilt in front of you. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. I'm going to pull one more. There's just something about, there's the potential for this to go south very quickly. It's like, how you handle this is really important, and handle it from a healed place. So when you come together, whoever this reading is for, if this resonates with you, when you come together with your twin flame, and I feel like it's not necessarily about Valentine's Day, but it is definitely something with the Mars-Venus conjunction with Chiron and the North Node happening at the same time. All right, we'll take those. There is a new beginning and healing. There's the Chiron. And there is the Mars-Venus conjunction. So how you handle this will make all the difference. If you come to this union or this meeting, this interaction with resentment, and you anticipate them to feel guilty, that's an unhealed, distorted place. That's what they're talking about with those emotions. This should be just in the present moment, in your I am presence. All right, let's get to some tarot and find some detail for you. We'll pull for 3 cards for the Divine Masculine. I'll pull 3 cards for the Divine Feminine, and I'll pull 3 cards for the connection. So let's start with the Divine Masculine. Remember that we have this new moon in Aquarius happening very soon, about the same time. And it is to be open to change. Now, this is a change. This is a new beginning. This is a change in the dynamic. This is a change in the connection. It's the karmic cycle closed, and there was a pause point for the residual energies to settle and dissipate. And now this is kind of new and fresh, with this being in Aquarius at 0 degrees. Mars entering Aquarius. Yeah, see, 3 of Cups, union. Hello. Mars entering Aquarius and Venus entering Aquarius. We have all planets direct. I mean, the astrology alone. We've got the 6 of Wands, union, and the 6 of Swords for the connection. Hello. 6 being, 6 to me are equilibrium, energetic exchange at an equal level. All right, 7 of Pentacles for the Divine Feminine. Okay, we're going to pull 4. All right, let's get to this one. Divine Masculine, that's what you all are wanting. 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Eight of Wands is, this to me is actions happening like very quickly. And to me, it's divinely guided actions. And then you have the 4 of Wands, which is twin flame card for me. But it's like this celebration, this, you know, there's this joy, this buoyancy about the Divine Masculine energy. So it feels like whatever karmic cycle they've been through, whatever they needed to kind of purge, let go of. And I feel like they're saying find themselves. It feels like the Divine Masculine has found his self. It's like he's a new version of himself, an elevated version. And then we have this Page of Pentacles. And to me, this is kind of like, okay, there's an inexperience, maybe not as much knowledge as the Divine Feminine has, because the Divine Feminine has the King of Pentacles and the Justice card. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But it's almost like the Divine Masculine's like, okay, this is kind of like an Ace of Pentacles new beginning, but I feel like a novice. I don't feel as experienced, and they're saying manageable. This whole soul stuff is not necessarily something that they've learned how to manage. This is something that's just like boom. I don't know. I'm seeing like, have you ever played with sparklers, those sparklers, and they just you kind of put them together, like one is lit and you want to light the other one, so you put it together and then it activates it and ignites it, and then for that brief moment they are burning together and it's so bright. That's twin flame energy right now. That's this union. That's what's coming. All right, so for the connection, we have the 6 of Wands. We have the 3 of Cups, which is union energy for me. And then we have the 6 of Swords. So 6 of Wands is, it can be, you know, we've all overcome a lot. We had this dark night of the soul. I think we've gone through that. And I think that's been cleared. I think the ego death has been cleared, because now we have this ego here, but we now have the 6 of Swords over it, which means we've overcome that, and that the union now can take place in a very balanced energy, where there's equilibrium, where there's a natural flow. With the 2 6s here, with the union in between, there's a flow. There's a flow between the twins' energy that hasn't been there before. That's the new level. That's the new beginning. There's a flow. There's an ease about it. There's this, there's a comfort now from this healed perspective. And that's why that North Node in Chiron It's like, okay, the healing has been accomplished. I think both twins now are in a good place. And now with that North Node of Fate, this Eight of Wands, this Four of Wands, the Three of, and the Union, Sacred Union, I think this is definitely divinely guided. It is divinely chartered, is what they are saying. My guides are saying this is divinely chartered. Okay, so let's go to the Divine Feminines. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like she's really been working on the mastery. Okay, a couple of things that they're showing me right now is with the Nine of Swords and the Justice card, don't get into the resentment that the Divine Masculine didn't get the karma you think he deserved. Because there's that guilt and it's the resentment. There's an expectation energy that you feel, the Divine Feminine feels, that the Divine Masculine's going to come in with his tail between his legs and his hat in his hand, saying, I'm so sorry, you know, I see now what I did. But he's not in that energy anymore. I feel like the Divine Masculine is like, you know, it was a purposeful part of the journey. So the Divine Feminine, what they're saying is, don't come into this union with, you know, the anticipation of, you're going to get yours, buddy. You know, you're going to get the karma for what you did to me. That is not appropriate here. That's not healed. That might be triggered with Chiron on the North Node. But then you step away from that energy and say, that is not the new 5D version of me. Remember, the 5D version is coming online. That's why this activation is happening. And when we saw it in yesterday's reading, there was twin flame, a little hint of twin flame energy. This is going the deeper part of it. When this happens, it is definitely divinely chartered, and it is with the expectation that you both come into this union with healed energy. Whether you stay together, whether you know, are, you know, in this permanent union or not, it doesn't really matter. When you're in the healed place, it doesn't really matter. But this interaction is to help activate and solidify the 5D version of you. And now is the time. Don't go back into that resentment. Don't go back into that, you know, you need to come to me with that guilt and shame. Because that's not productive. And that's not what a healed person does. And that's not the 5D version of the Divine Feminine. All right, let me see. I want to pull something else. I'm going to pull from... give me just a second, sorry. I'm looking for a deck that I want to pull from. Here it is. Archangel Animal. This is an oracle deck by Diana Cooper. And the reason this deck kind of signaled me is if you look at the wolf there and there, and just something, it was like, I need to pull another deck. There you go. All the decks are behind me. All right, let's see what's going on in the energies. This is it's definitely a new beginning, but I'm just saying, this may trigger a wound, but the expectation is that you have been able to deal with that. That you have been able to see that wound for what it is, and it no longer sends you into derailment or spiraling into an emotional mess. That's the expectation now with this union coming. I mean, it's coming. So do your part to illuminate the universe, Archangel Mary. Remember, I'm not going to take all those, sorry. I will take the pig. Okay, because there's a thing there. If I see it again. I saw a pig, and I felt like I should take it. Because we have a pig, guinea pig and a pig. Yeah. It feels like the twin flame this is ignition. And they're coming together now because it is time that both twins have done their work and have gotten into a healed place. It's time to do the work of twin flames. And that is to illuminate the universe, to bring light to the planet, to help ascend the rest of humanity into the 5D, so that we can create a more elevated version of, humanity for everyone. That is the work of twin flames. All right, so we have, oh yeah, look at that. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Look at those two. This is a guinea pig. This is a pig. They're both looking off to the right. They're both got definite activations. And it feels like, not that the Divine Feminine is a pig, but I'm feeling like the Divine Feminine don't slip back into low self-worth. Because you may not have had an interaction with your counterpart, with the new version of you. So this is going to be kind of new. What they're saying is, let me introduce you to the new version of me. That's kind of like the opening line. And it's almost like both twins are saying it to each other. Hi, let me introduce you to the new version of me. It's not the same person that you met last time we were in this kind of interaction or union. But there has to be that energy and that truth behind it. All right, and then this one, look at that. The deer, there's the stag, divine masculine, the doe, divine feminine, together in union. And look at both of them activated again. Trust in the support of the universe. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's do bottom of the deck we'll start with this one. The cow. Give with unconditional love and grace. That's what you need to demonstrate, the unconditional love and grace in this interaction. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Death and rebirth. New beginning. The old versions of you no longer. Now, you have free will and you are absolutely capable of slipping back into that old version of yourself, the unhealed version, the distorted version of the divine feminine or the divine masculine. Each of you have that option. But in this reading, the energies are saying the caution is don't. This is a new beginning, but it has to be invited into each other's energy. It has to be the new versions of each counterpart in order for this to be sustainable and for you guys to get to work on your twin flame mission, which is to be so solid in the new versions of yourself that the energies, when combined, illuminate the universe, elevate humanity, and heal Mother Earth. All right, that's what I have for you. Be open to change, my friends, because this is the change that I was talking about when I showed you this card yesterday. There is a change coming, and this is it. But it is ultimately how you handle it that determines whether it blooms or whether you go back into the separation and the frustration. Okay, that's it for me. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you wouldn't mind, if you like my content, and leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. Until next time, I wish you health, happiness, and harmony. Namaste.